I think I want to change my name, but I'm not trans. I, F31, have a love-hate relationship with my first name. Well, all of my names, but I'll start off with the obvious. My mom named me after a character from a movie she loved. The name isn't out there or anything. I've met many people where I'm from with this name. Hell, it's technically gender neutral. Had a very distant male cousin with the name. For most of my life the name was okay. And then I saw the movie and the character I was named for in my mid-teens, and it killed the name for me. It feels a little icky when I sit with my name or when we talk about them. It feels like an extension of what my mother wanted me to be like as her first girl. And I was nothing like that image, nor do I really want to be. I never thought about changing it though, because the sort of subculture of America I was raised in didn't really do that unless it's a last name for marriage or adoption. And even though I know trans folks who've chosen their own names to better reflect them, it didn't really occur to me that I had the option. Like in my mind the only reason to do so outside of being trans was for some practical purpose, like evading a stalker, making it seem less German after World War II / or to sound more American after 9/11, or for slipping away from people chasing after you if you won the lottery and they published your name. But I was talking to a friend the other night and I realized I know what I would change my first name to. I had one. There. At the ready. And I kind of love it. But I don't know if I should. I know I don't need a reason to do it, but I feel like I have to have one to justify something as big as changing my name. But I do get a little mental thrill at the idea of being called that name, and any nicknamey variation of it. Actually, it's a little hard to shake the idea. It just feels weird at the same time. I'm lucky to know my friends wouldn't bat an eye at changing up what they call me. My most important people would do it, even if they didn't understand it. But it feels weird to consider it so deeply. I touched a drunk, passed out / asleep girl when I was 20 and it still haunts me. When I was probably 20 years old, 2 guy friends came over to my place and brought this girl along. They were all pretty drunk already and kept drinking at my place. I drank some too. At some point she ended up throwing up, my friends left and I moved her to our guest room. To this day I don't know what drove me to do this, but I squeezed one of her boobs in her thigh. After that I realized what I did was wrong and left her alone, except to check on her to make sure she was alright before I went to sleep. It's been haunting me for more than 8 years. So much so that I recently told my girlfriend of 6 months about it. She had experienced sexual assault herself, so I expected a strong reaction. I didn't want to keep this from her because our relationship really is built on trust and open communication, and I figured she should know this about me too. She doesn't know yet if she wants to continue the relationship. Her view of me has changed. I am experiencing so much pain and shame right now. My daughter told me that she wishes her best friend's dad was her real dad instead. I know it's silly and that kids say things they don't mean all the time, but it stung. Her best friend's dad is rich. Best friend gets everything and anything her little heart wants. Cool birthday parties, expensive vacations, the best toys and gadgets. Meanwhile I can't even afford to take her to Chuck E. Cheese for her birthday tomorrow. I am doing the best I can to give my kids a good life, but sometimes things don't always go the way you want them to, and I'm only one person. It's even harder when there's someone who seems to be doing it right. It makes me feel so ashamed of myself. Is 18 and 15 age gap weird? I, 18M, after a long time I'm starting to like a girl, 15F, she's my best friend, we're very close, she's been almost 1 year. Because of this age difference I feel that it is wrong for me to like her, and she has been showing interest in me lately. But I have not reciprocated anything to her so far. We are from the same school. I am in the 12th grade of high school and she is in the 10th grade. From high school. The age of consent where I live is 14. I hate AI, with a passion. I don't post tons of pictures on social media. I'm no TikTok girl or anything like that. I really only use Instagram and maybe have 5 or 6 posts of myself. And if I don't like a picture I'll take it down. Recently my friend sent me a few pictures of myself where I was completely naked. I was surprised. It took me a few seconds to realize they were fake. Someone took my photos from my Instagram and used some AI to undress them. It looked super realistic, which was scary. My account is private and I have about 700 followers. It creeps me out that someone I know is doing this. I asked my friend where she got the pictures and she said her brother found them on Reddit and recognized me. He said it had a few thousand upvotes, which almost gave me a panic attack. I was so embarrassed. Her brother is like 17. And I'm a few years older. I took all my photos down from Instagram. And then spent a few hours going through my follower list removing people I don't see anymore. Because of AI there are thousands of people out there that can see what I might look like naked. I hate AI.